State scandal leads to changes in Wisconsin law.
Today, Governor Scott Walker signs an order requiring any state university employee to report any possible abuse to an outside agency. Our Mike Lowe joins us from the newsroom with more. Mike?
Good evening, Ted. And that is the key to this executive order, reporting it to an outside agency or to the police, because they will be required to investigate it, and it virtually eliminates the opportunity to sweep it under the rug.
We just want to make it crystal clear. We want to have no room for error.
Governor Scott Walker signs an executive order that strengthens reporting requirements for child abuse.
This order captures and clarifies our fundamental moral responsibility and solemn obligation to safeguard all children.
It applies to all University of Wisconsin system employees, and it comes in the wake of high-profile child sexual abuse scandals at Syracuse University and Penn State University.
We'll wait the opportunity to present our side.
Former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky is charged with more than 50 sex abuse-related crimes against at least 10 victims. Allegedly, many of the offenses happened inside Penn State facilities. The case is troubling to child advocates because witnesses who allegedly saw the crimes reported them only to other coaches and supervisors, but not to the police.
The Penn State incident involves multiple adults, many of them well-educated and in positions of authority, who failed to report to law enforcement officials.
There was a failure to communicate that to proper individuals who would properly take action.
The governor's executive order would require any witnesses, including professors, administrators, and coaches, to report it not simply to a supervisor, but to either police or a government child protective services agency with the authority and responsibility to investigate.
It's a requirement under this executive order that they have to report that. And that's unfortunately what we saw in other campuses in other states, was there was not that mandatory requirement.
And the governor says an employee who sees or knows of an abuse and fails to report it could face criminal penalties. Reporting live tonight in the newsroom, Mike Lowe, Fox 6 News.
Well, going back to the Penn State thing, which this all came from, there was an assistant coach who allegedly saw something. God forbid, most people would never be in that position. So how are they supposed to report? Is it something they heard? Are they supposed to report innuendo, rumor, what?
The governor was asked that question, whether or not there would be specific training as to what constitutes abuse, whether you have to witness yourself or just have knowledge of it. He says that basically if you have knowledge of it or if you witness it yourself, you're supposed to report this. He says there doesn't want to there's no room for error in situations like this. So anyone with any knowledge of this is indeed now duty bound by the law to report it to an outside agency. Whether or not there will be extra training involved in this, that's something that will be determined by the universities.
Mike Lowe in the newsroom, thanks.
A spokeswoman for the American Civil